Legislative leaders discussed progress at the state capitol with members of the state media at the recent West Virginia Press Association legislative breakfast, with lawmakers now working past the halfway point toward the conclusion of the 60-day regular session. As Brett Dunlap of the Parkersburg News and Sentinel and Jim Workman of the West Virginia Press Association report, House of Delegates Speaker Tim Armstead, House Minority Leader Tim Miley, and Senate Minority Leader Roman Prezioso reviewed the current legislative session, addressing several issues.
I really truly believe that in terms of moving our economy forward, our tax structure, our infrastructure, our legal and regulatory climate, and particularly our education system are keys to that. But we also have to deal with the drug epidemic that we're facing in our state. And so we're trying to work in each of those areas during this session.
Armstead thinks the drug epidemic in West Virginia needs to be attacked from various angles. Two keys are preventing children from getting addicted and finding a workable solution to help those with addictions. Armstead referenced legislation calling for another $30 million for addiction treatment in 2018.
Delegate Miley pointed out that the correctional system is now forced to lower its hiring qualifications, saying the Democrats are prioritizing public employee wages before addressing business and industry concerns.
The speaker alluded to it, the public employee and teacher pay raises, but most notably the correctional officer pay raises. I mean, if indeed there is a state of emergency, and we've called the National Guard out to go into our correctional facilities, I don't know why we didn't jump on that right away, but to date we haven't. I'm sure that will happen, but I just thought that would have been something that we would have done right away.
Miley is also concerned about the accuracy of the budget numbers being discussed,
which quite frankly gives rise for us to pause about how much available money there is in the state of West Virginia, which again is consistent with our belief that while we are slowly improving, we're not there and out of the woods yet.
Senator Prezioso said, watch the January revenue report. The General Revenue Fund collections were $28.2 million below estimate, and that's not a good sign.
Watch this month's revenue that we get, and it'll probably be out the end of the day. It's going to be a true indicator of where we're going.
The number of non-certified teachers in the state, 725, has Senator Prezioso and many West Virginians concerned that school is being a daycare system instead of a learning environment.
Education is the foundation of our country. There's no question about it. And I heard the speaker, he said education is key. We have to give teachers the ability to go into the classroom and teach. And there's no question about that. But don't you think the first thing we have to do is put the teacher in the classroom? Do you want your children to go to school where there's 725 non-certified teachers? I certainly don't. Our kids have to compete globally. They have to compete in math and science, and those teachers are hard to find.